people, welcome to the BUZZY HOUR, a place where we talk about everything and anything. And on today's show, we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic titled social media, the advantages and its disadvantages. As you all know, I won't be doing this alone. With me in the studio today are my beautiful co-hosts and our handsome guests. I'm going to give them the floor to introduce themselves.
Wow, MP Nation. My name is Adamazi Chinemenma. I'm known as Empress Chizzy, an Hollywood filmmaker, an actor, a producer, an event host, a voiceover artist, and also an entrepreneur. You're welcome to the show. Please stay tuned.
Yo, this is Double D, Abuja musical artist, and also into industrial cleaning.
And I am Chinemenma Joyce Nwakanma, the Adamazi one of Abuja. I'm into real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings, and brandings. So on today's show, as we all know, we are going to be discussing social media and how it has either added to us or taken from us. But I'm going to be directing the first question to our guest, Double D. Double D, what do you think is the advantages? Let's start from there. Is the advantages of social media in our today's generation?
Okay, I'll use myself as an example based on the musical world. Back then when the musical thing was coming on, it was so difficult to promote. But right now, due to the help of the internet, you can be in your house and produce a music or equally a video or any clip with the use of, we can see the use of the TikTok now. It makes everything goes as quick as possible, like go very viral on the social media. So I believe is a very important aspect now in marketing, just like the digital world. Yeah. So that's all I can say.
So Chizzy, what do
Yeah. Social media. When you say social media, social, then media. This is being free on the outside world, on internet, on anything media is publicity.
Yes.
So, I'll say one of the key advantages of a social media is connectivity. With then you have to stay connected with friends, families you've not seen in a long while, and all that. Then and acquaintances worldwide. You get opportunities, you get stuffs out there. It's just for the connectivity. That's number one advantages of being of the social media. Then secondly, the community building. Community building. Through social media, you can be able to join communities sharing similar interests. Like when you come on Facebook, for instance, you see, just like if you're in the acting world, in the filmmaking world, you'll see Abuja filmmakers, you'll see so filmmakers association, you see association of this, association of that. These are people who you share same interest with.
Yes.
You understand? So the social media helps us to be open to all this. Instead of going or traveling from where you are to another country or to another state, for you to or start queuing in a line for all those paperwork and all those stuffs. So now it makes it more easier. You join online and you share your thoughts. Then again, another advantages of social media is self-expression. You can be able to, just like again on Facebook, they'll come up, what's on your mind? Mark Zuckerberg, why are you asking me what's on my mind? I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling naughty, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. You understand?
Yeah.
It gives us room to express our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Then also personal branding. Personal branding. You come up on through social media, you can establish an online presence and reputation for yourself. I have a page, a better dog watching hyphen Empress Chizzy. All I wrote there was actor, public figure. You understand? Everybody who accesses my page will see that this is an actor. Right?
Yeah.
So when I say it's the social media world helps in personal branding, it helps us to establish one's
Our
presence and
on-
one's reputation. Then lastly, learning. We learn too. We access educational resources, tutorials, and webinars through social media. This is to my own, I would say, because I had to draft them out so that I can be able to pinpoint on all this. Because of time, we wouldn't be delving into all this. But I hope my viewers, you can use your head like me. So
Again.
yeah, that's my
Again,
few.
let me throw this to you, Double D. Do you think social media has any role to play in one's mental health?
Yes, definitely. Social media has a lot to play on one's mental health, depending on the individual. I could use basically people around me as an example. I have a friend. Uh, he's very close friend, but sometimes, most times, let me not say sometimes, most times after going through the social media, the Facebook, seeing the young dudes spending money, he doesn't want to know the source. He doesn't want to know how come the fund comes. He just wants to live life like the same way
the
he's
person
seeing
is
it on the social
living.
media. And he doesn't want to know if the person is faking it, because a lot of things is happening.
Yeah.
I could go and borrow car, borrow fake currency,
Yes,
just
yes.
to
Yes.
make my page look very enticing, but I'm really
Just like if we can
Hungry.
remember the movie, the musical video White Money short, people started dragging him online that he was wasting dollar, putting in his head or something. He came out. This is not fake. This is not
It's
real
dummy,
money.
it's
Oh.
dummy
This is
dollar.
not real money. Oh. I beg, oh, see him, oh, see him. You know, for him to go to the extent of doing that, he wants to clear the air because already people are already bringing up shit.
And people already believe that
You
it's
understand
real
it, that
money.
it is real money.
Yeah.
Of which, me being in the entertainment industry, I know that those money we use are not real, for crying out
Yes,
loud.
yes.
Yeah.
They are not real and they can't be real.
We print it
My
now.
my
We print
my
it, it's
my
dummy.
viewers, my audience, please, those money are not real.
But there are still real money now. There are people who flash real
Yes,
money
yes,
online.
yes, we do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those words of currencies you see in high whatever, most of them are not real.
No,
But
some actually real,
No,
but
that's what I'm-
probably borrowed.
that's what I'm still saying. I said most of this money, most of these funds
Yeah.
are not real. But that's why acting, they say, is make believe.
Yeah.
You fake it till you make it.
You fake it, you make it.
Like you show them what they need to see.
But I actually don't believe in that fake it till you make it.
No, like that's
it
for
works
the
for
acting
some,
world.
yeah,
That's for
Yes,
the acting
yes.
world.
Anyways, yeah.
That's for the acting world. I'm saying for my own profession. And that is what I know. I can't say anything against my profession.
Exactly.
Against my belief. You know your belief.
Yeah.
So that's just that.
Okay, now there is something I want to also
No,
contribute.
but
there.
sorry. There is still this there is this mental, there are these stuffs that this social media thing, with the question you asked,
Yeah.
Mr. Didi, anxiety and depression comes from this
From those
from all this.
Those are the
Yes.
disadvantages. We are still
Yeah.
on the advantages.
No, but that was the question you asked.
Yeah. Most of those stuff, like, depending on when you are, like, you are really trying so hard. You are working tirelessly, like,
Mhm.
every day to make fun. And you are saying you are not, it's not as if you are not seeing the money, but
Mhm.
not to the
The
extent
extent
of
of-
lavishing, living a luxurious life. it becomes, if you are not careful and if you're not a principled, well, like
Yeah,
individual,
yeah.
you will start having that
Doubt about
doubt
yourself.
about yourself. You know,
There's
You-
what they
you-
call
you're not
there's,
doing
there's
well.
what they call FOMO,
yeah,
fear of missing out.
yeah. You understand?
FOMO.
You want
That
you,
fear of FOMO,
yes,
that fear of missing
exactly.
out
Yes,
start coming in.
and depression
Then that
comes in.
anxiety and depression starts
Comes in.
setting
You would
in.
think you're not doing
You
well
know?
for yourself.
That is when you will
Then
start
you
having
see
ambition,
low self-esteem.
esteem. Exactly.
Now, in terms of this, you mentioned about something about the money people lavish online.
Yeah.
I want to contribute to something there. Most of the money you see online, some are real. I know there is dummy currencies, which I also produce. I print them too.
Yeah.
There are dummy currencies, but some of those money too are real. In as much as some people borrow money, like for weddings now, some people
Yeah.
will tell you, okay,
Yeah.
babe, this is 1 million, or use your 1 million naira, spray me. After the wedding, I'll give you back. Do you understand? But
Yeah.
on your own now, you think I'm the one spending that 1 million
Money.
for the person, not knowing that it's just like a contract.
Yeah.
That the money is not going to the person. I don't even have such money to dash to somebody just because you are having your wedding and all that. All those things is just for the gram. Afterwards, everybody will come and collect their money back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in that aspect, let's just say that people should not be carried away by what they see on the social media, because the real life is entirely different from the social media life. Now back to our questions. How do you think social media has enabled global connectivity?
Yeah, definitely. Social media have been a lot, changes. I remember back then in the 2000, they say it's a new millennium.
Yes.
So I believe the new millennium have make so many impacts in our life, like not only individually, globally, the whole world. Makes information to pass across very easy and simple. Not when you use fax or maybe writing letter or trying to
Letters,
go to the
post
TV
office.
station, try to tell them about your product, all the whole stress. But now it's so easy. You can stay in your home and do your advert. Just 5 seconds.
It's
globally,
out there.
yeah, it's
So
out there.
you're trying to tell us that social media is a very good platform for you to sell your business.
Yes, I must say the person that invented the social media need to be
Uploaded.
uploaded. It's a very good thing. Like it's just like a river flowing on its own.
Okay.
Yeah. So anything you put in must go out. Very good thing. Like when I say good thing, like good content.
Body good
But
and
the
the
good
bad.
and the
the
bad
bad.
ones has
Body
been
good and the
selling.
bad.
Yeah.
Because we know so many things we see on social media.
Exactly.
We know, and it's not funny.
So do you think, Chizzy, let me ask you this question. Do you think that social media should be regulated?
To the best of my knowledge, I feel that the social media is being regulated, because I've not witnessed it, but I've seen most of my friends who tell me that their account was withheld for like 80 days, 90 days, stuff like that, because of foul languages and all that. But I feel and think that it is not well regulated.
Okay.
It is not, because a whole lot of things out there, people come out, they say some irrelevant things, they do this. There should, if there is a way for a body to be specialized in just regulating the things we post, the kind of post we make, like all those things, then the foul languages and all that, of
People
which I know
use.
already is been they're regulating on that part. And if you notice again, you can't just use any kind of music for your videos and whatever, because they'll
Yes.
tell you this music will not play to so. That's why when we make posts, we'll say, I'm not a copyright to this.
Yeah.
You understand it, so that they don't block you off. So I feel it is being regulated, but they still need more hands
Okay.
They still need Mark Zuckerberg. If you can hear me, please,
Eh,
if you can hear me, please, it is high time you add more regulatory bodies to be able to sensitize and regulate this social media platform. You're a guru in this, and we shouldn't just wake up every morning and see some kind of stuff now.
yeah, because sometimes someone's account or people's account are being withheld for no
Yes,
reason.
yes. Even when you don't
yeah,
post, or most times you can just, like a friend of mine, her account was withheld because she countered a comment in a certain group or something. Her account was withheld for days, like till next 2 months or so.
so
You
that-
understand
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So because she reacted to a comment on a particular group page or something, her page was withheld. And I was like, wow. So maybe the comments or was so harsh or was so whatever or vulgar or anything,
Probably.
Yeah.
and they reported it. You understand? So it means there is a body, there is a regulatory body governing this, but they are not too apt. The way I
They are
feel
not sensitizing it very well.
Yeah.
enough, because where they should act, they are not acting on it.
Yeah.
Because we see a whole lot of bullshit. I know you
Yeah.
do as well.
Yeah.
You do as well. You see a whole lot of bullshit online, and
Yeah, sure.
we don't like it. So please,
So, what do you think, or what role do you think the social media is playing on our younger generation? Double D, let me start with you.
Well, to the younger generation, yeah, a whole lot, because most people, the younger ages now, more lifestyle is based on the social media, marketing, business, and other cyber,
Is it not
fraud.
influencing them badly more than?
It's in this social media, just like the real world we're living in, it depends on the individual. If you want it to affect you in the bad way, is your life. There are people that are still using the social media for good benefit, for good use, like good purposes, and there are some people that use it for the bad things. They are always in this world, they are always the good and they are always the bad. So you just let for the right way for an individual to choose. It all depends, especially the younger generation. If we want to do like something like a questionnaire to know how the internet have affected the young generation, you will see maybe the bad influence will be like let me say 85%, while the good will be like 65, because in Africa, more especially, using the internet for cyber crimes and whatever. So
But I think people are actually learning more of the bad on the social media than the good. I mean the younger generation, even some of our own generation, because some people will think everything is all well with you while it's actually not well with you. People come and do all sorts of crazy things. You have seen a situation where people have been scammed through social media.
Yeah.
Somebody has actually used my account to scam somebody of 300,000.
Wow.
My Facebook Messenger. They hacked it. That was, I think, several years ago, around 2019 or 2020, thereabout. Hacked my messenger and used it to collect 300,000 naira from somebody. And the person felt I was actually the one who collected the money. So it has been used to scam several people, even in the aspect of marketing your businesses. People actually has, maybe to some extent, lost that trust,
yeah,
in doing businesses
Business,
with
yeah.
people online. Because when you order something online, personally I stopped ordering things online because I have tried it like 2-3 times, and at the end of the day it turned out to be nonsense. What I
what
ordered
you ordered
versus
versus what you got.
exactly. I end up getting something else entirely. I ordered a phone one certain time like that. The phone came with a broken screen, and it took them about 1 month and 2 weeks before my money was refunded. Now imagine if I had no other phone to buy another phone I will have to be offline for complete 1 month and 6 weeks before I
Before
could
getting another
afford
one.
to get another phone. And I'm a business person. Imagine being offline for such a long time. So I prefer to just walk into a store, see something I like it, test it is what I want, I pay and go away, than to buy things online personally. So there are so many things that they have misused social media in so many ways that people like me has actually lost interest in the social media business aspect
Yeah.
of it. Personally, I still market my own businesses on social media too, and I get these calls where people will call you, madam, this one, that one. If it's something that has to do with money, they will tell you, I cannot pay until I see you, I want to come to your office first, because people don't want to fall victims
Yeah.
of the scams or all that online scams going on social media world, because that is a word on its own.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
word on its own. Meanwhile, let's go down to the disadvantages. But before we do that, we're going to take a break for commercials. When we come back, we will concentrate on the disadvantages of social media. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to Eliefev International Limited, your one-stop platform for all your real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings and branding needs. We specialize in sales, lease, rents, purchase of all kinds of properties, visits, work, study, and business visa applications, flight bookings, hotel reservations, all kinds of graphic designs and printings such as billboards, flyers, roll-up banners, customized items like t-shirts, caps, cups, gift items, etc. For inquiries, contact us on 08067598109 or 08133949857. Our office is located at Suite 16, Shafa Plaza, Durumi District, Abuja.
Yeah, welcome back. We're back from our commercial break, and like we were discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of social media, we've really talked a whole lot about social media itself. We've also talked more about the advantages and the effects of social media. And now we're set to begin with the disadvantages, the merits, the harmfulness of social media. How social media has been a very, very terrible thing to us. So please, my host.
So, as we were saying before we went on the break, I am going to direct another question about the disadvantages of social media to our guest on the show today. Didi,
Yo.
what are the downsides of excessive use of social media?
Well, well, let me say to the health wise, let me start from there. Excessive use of social media, one, constantly using of your gadgets, health wise is not good for the eyes, and the other side is that excessive use of social media will make you not to have a real lifestyle. You understand?
A real lifestyle.
Yeah, you want your own personal real lifestyle that you need
To be yourself.
to be yourself.
Because
Exactly.
you have so many people to
Yeah,
imitate,
You want,
trying to
exactly want to
compare
be
your
like
life
people you
to
are seeing,
other people's
why
life on
you
social
haven't
media.
been like up to the stage of being like most
Well-
people, like, exactly, it's not all celebrities that are wealthy.
Yes.
To us, celebrities, they are wealthy. There are
Mm.
still some that still earns monthly, and
Yes.
it's not like in millions,
Yeah,
still
sure,
in thousands.
sure.
But when they come to the social media world,
They
you see
try
them
to tell us
wearing,
that
expensive shit. You
yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
it comes. You don't know it's from.
Most of them
the
might be
product,
branding,
yeah.
ambassadorial,
So
whatever, and
exactly.
all that.
So you want to live. You will see a young dude now will have like 20,000. He wants to go and buy a Gucci jean, and you have not eaten. So it's from the excessive use of social media. You want to imitate exactly what you are seeing. You just like someone like in the olden days. They say, if your goat is pregnant, you go and bring your neighbor's goat. Once the goat is looking at your neighbor's goat, if the goat gave birth, it will look like your neighbor's own. No. So most times when you are seeing things, you want to be exactly like that, and it take you out from the direction you are going to a different direction. So to me, that is the bad side of continued use of social media.
Okay, the excessive use of it. Chizzy, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I have so many things to say. Number one of the main disadvantages of
Excessive use of social media.
is addiction. Is addictive.
Yeah.
Social media is quite addictive. It's just like Coke. I was once a lover of Coke.
Even till now, I still drink Coke. Like
You can imagine it. So social media is Coke like. It tastes like Coke. Is sorry, I mean Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. You know,
Before they will judge you.
Coca-Cola. Yes, please. So
Not
that
the other
my
Coke.
MP Nation,
Not
please.
the other Coke.
Please, MP Nation. I know what I mean. I mean Coca-Cola, not Coke. Like,
In quotes.
you know. So it's addictive, and excessive usage affects mental health and also productivity. You find yourself, you lack productivity.
It takes
Then-
away all your time.
Yeah, most times you see, just like when we started using phones, Android
Yeah.
phones recently, Momsi will be like, go and do this. You say, okay, you're here, you're pressing phone.
Some people will
You-
forget that they are cooking.
you
Their phone
get
will-
my point.
as in-
And you're watching your this, your that. Then another thing is cyberbullying. This face online harassment and bullying of all sorts. This is another factor. Then another one, privacy concerns. You risk data breaches and also identity thefts. All
Yeah.
those things are my demerits, the things I figured out, because I had to make an extensive search about all this. Then again, I say there is also comparison and envy. Social media has made us, you try to compare, you try to envy, even people you feel you don't, even people that you shouldn't envy, you envy them.
people you are far better than.
Yeah.
Even people that are far better than you are envying you because you just posted a picture. They'll be like, so what is it feeling like? You see that
People just hate
comparison.
you for no reason.
You see
because
that comparison
of
now
the
comes in.
lifestyle.
You get
or
it.
maybe you post
So because
every day and all that.
because you're now a filmmaker, you're in the film industry, you now feel like you've made it. You feel like you've arrived. So what are you feeling? I have so many of my classmates out there who are my friends. When I post pictures, like they hardly react to it. Maybe because they feel, maybe this one we will do for class together that year. You get that kind of thing. So all those things, then you start seeing envy. Envy starts setting in. You see, even our peer groups, some people will react to it. People will call our friends. Man, it's crazy when you see them acting funny. So what are you feeling like? The next one I see, I tag is a competition. Before you know what's happening, competition start coming in.
Yeah.
No be iPhone 13 you snap that picture. No be iPhone 12. Tomorrow you see the person going for iPhone 12 because he wants to snap the kind of pictures
And
he snap.
recently,
Because he wants to do this, he
sorry
wants
to
to do
cut
that.
it short.
Yeah.
Recently, a friend of mine lost her phone. I never knew that there is something called easy buy. I told myself that day, babe, where you dey? All your mind dey for how to make money. You don't even know what is happening around you. That was the very first day I heard about Easy Buy. She actually lost her phone. She entered this one chance people. She called and was complaining to me that they just stole her phone, and she has not even finished payments. I was like, finish payment? How? You bought phone on credit? Who does that? She said, that she bought it through Easy Buy. I forgot. Oh no, I can remember the name, but let me not call one name. I had to go on Instagram to check them out and notice that through they sell normal phones, then you can still
You
buy
pay
and pay
small.
on installment.
It's
If
called,
it's a phone
it's
of
called
500,000, you can pay for like 600
Yeah, 30%
or
off.
yes.
It's called
Actual amount.
PSS. Pay small.
So I was so shocked to hear that somebody bought a phone for credit. You are paying on installments. You did not use that money to go buy land somewhere and pay on installments. It's gadget. Now you don't know if you're looking for money to buy a new phone or you're looking for money to service the loan of the stolen phone. And all these things are being caused by social media, because I don't see any reason why somebody will live a fake life. Who are you trying to impress?
Just to meet up.
Who are you trying to impress? Some people will go and borrow shoes. Ladies borrow wigs, borrow shoes, borrow clothes, just to do what? To snap pictures and post on social medias.
They just want to portray, like, imitate what they are seeing.
You are rich. You want
That's
to show
why.
that you are rich.
That's
when
why I
you
still
can't
have
even...
another disadvantage. I still say misinformation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most people are misinformed. Most people are misinformed. You go to a hotel. You're privileged to just come into a hotel. You take photos, like you're trying to tell us that you were
there.
Once here. Yeah.
Even though you didn't lodge or have any activities, but you just want to take the picture.
Is a hotel a recreation center that people will go and snap photos? No, I don't know. I don't get
No,
it.
eventually maybe something will take you there. Maybe you went to see someone.
That doesn't mean you have to take photos unless you're snapping because of the beautiful background.
Yes,
or something.
exactly.
If it's somebody that likes taking pictures like
Yes.
me, and you are taking it
let
because
me,
of
let
the
me,
beautiful
let me.
background.
I've been in Transcorp when I went to see my uncle. I have seen ladies dressed, book boat, came to Transcorp just to take pictures.
And go home.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I've seen that a whole lot.
Yes. Just to take pictures, maybe
Even just on movie sets.
They
You
will
see
meet
them
someone,
when they know that we're filming in a particular location. They'll be like, "Will you guys come here tomorrow? Will you guys be here tomorrow?" We'll be like, "Yeah, we're still here tomorrow." You see them, they'll buff up just to come and snap with a celebrity.
Are you serious?
That's just it.
So
there's this.
I am missing plenty.
There's this thing they
it's as
say.
if I am still in the
There's
olden generation.
So there's this spread of false information and fake lives. You understand?
And all those things they are doing is for their peer groups to show them that
you have arrived.
That I'm chilling with so person. Don't you know the other day I was sitting with Zubi Michael? With me and Zubi Michael with a gist one-on-one. We they do this one-on-one. Why did Zubi Michael?
Zubi is also a human.
No, why Zubi Michael doesn't even know your fucking name? Sorry for the F word, guys. Zubi Michael doesn't even know your name. But you give us that impression, like chilling with my body, chilling with this, chilling with that.
And nobody knows the actual. We are just seeing the picture, and you have sent the message, and we have received it. Just like if I see you snap with Tinubu now, I'll be like, "Oh, mom, you don't blow." Though I don't know how you met with Tinubu. My own is that I saw you with Tinubu.
You don't even know if I went there with my chairman and I just took pictures and all that.
It's not my concern. My concern is I'm seeing you with Tinubu, meaning you don't blow. So my imagination now is not giving money. So that's what social media.
Another thing again is polarization. You know, social media reinforces existing biases and echo chambers.
Double D, I have to come back to you. Have you ever experienced or witnessed cyber bullying of any kind? Or harassment of any kind?
Oh, I wouldn't say harassment. I would say like a bully.
Okay.
But actually, the person bullying me didn't know he was bullying the wrong person.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say, although it happened to me, but I wasn't like, it did not affect me because
you didn't take it to heart.
Because I told the person, okay, I will find you, then I will know what you are saying, whether you do it in real life. Because it was
Just like VDM told
Yeah.
Mr. Jollof.
the stuff. It was, if you hear about Ketchup, he's a musical Nigerian musical artist, but he's not based in Nigeria. So I commented something on his
On
page.
his
So
page, okay.
someone was like, all these they used to call them, what did they used to call them? I've forgotten. Like, he counted me, was like, go and do something. I was like, Omo, I'm not talking to you. I'm appreciating something, and instead of you to appreciate, you are telling me
The person should just mind his
Yeah,
business now. Why
so
is he attacking
Everybody
So-
has a free will of
you? Yes,
expressing
free,
Yeah.
free
themselves.
speech. Yes, you
But
can
not
express
trying-
yourself freely.
So when I tried to express myself, it was like, watch your side, though. You now went to another different level. So I have to, okay. The day I met him, I was like, okay, see me now.
Wetin
Wetin you
you
fit
do?
do. It was like, it not take it personal. That is normal vibe.
Social media.
I said some
Man,
people
that
can
kind of
take
vibe-
social
that
media life.
that kind of
seriously.
vibe is
They forgot.
Yeah.
They forgot that
Expensive.
Yeah, very
defamation.
expensive,
They
yes.
forgot that defamation, whether on social media or real life, is still called defamation.
Yeah. But to himself, he feels as if I cannot locate him. That's why. And so
Or
even
maybe
when I
na
met
social
him,
media now, I fit
yes,
say anything, I
all
fit talk
those,
anything, nothing they happen.
nothing they happen. So
You
sometimes
see children talking to their mothers, insulting their mothers at will
Yeah.
because they feel you're not seeing them. It's just the visual world.
So, and mostly people, there's plenty of this bully and harassment. Most of them come only on social media. I know most people, just like individual, have different lifestyle. There is someone you will tell something verbally, it will affect them emotionally, and it
Yes.
will weigh
Bring
them
them
down.
down, yeah.
If we are doing well, maybe in production, musical, because of one silly word, the person can go emotionally down. So some people are like that. Now some people, whatever you say, if you like, because their mama is
They
not,
no
they no
send
send
you.
They
you.
don't send.
So it's plenty. And most people suffering from all this is now most top celebrities, top influencers, and some other few people who don't know that is suffering from all these harassment and bullies on social media. So that's where the regulation aspect, which you talked about,
Yeah.
that there are those people, they're supposed to be blocking their accounts. Not like maybe when you mistakenly post a content you do not want to post, like you do not intentionally want to post it, but accidentally you posted it, they will now withdraw your account. So they should look properly deep to the comment section.
But how will they know that it was accidentally posted?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a post. It's a post. So they wouldn't know, those censor board wouldn't know if it was an accidental post or not.
That's why they need to emphasize more, put more light, stop using like robots. They should be like humans,
Okay.
because human like how humans will handle
Operates
issues
is different from
a robot, because robots have been programmed that any
yes,
foul word
yeah,
just
yeah,
counter it.
yeah, sure.
But a human can give it a second thought to be like, okay, because there are sometimes you post and you delete, but they will
Yes.
still block your account.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that is the aspect of trying to regulate the social media stuff. So
Chizzy, do you have anything to contribute to?
I've already said a whole lot about the regulation and the
No, not
regulatory
about the
body.
regulation, the harassment, bully,
Okay.
social media harassment and bullying.
Well, I wouldn't say I've ever experienced that. I know I wouldn't experience that because I always have a tag. I'm a product of street too. So anybody who knows a product of street and who knows how
No suppose
street
do
dey
anyhow.
should know that these street people
You
know
no
they lack.
suppose-
Oh, that say they have everything
to find
up
you,
their fleet, So I've never, but I know, I've seen, I've heard persons experience that.
I've actually experienced social media bullying and
been-
harassment several
no,
times.
no.
You see guys coming to your DM, they'll be like, how
Okay,
much,
I think
how
I
much
was
for,
even forgetting.
how
Yeah.
much for a night? Can we do this? I've had that. The reason why I don't open my Facebook Messenger, because it is worse on Facebook Messenger. The reason why I hardly messaging me there just like wasting your time.
Yeah.
I hardly open it is the fact that anytime I try to open it, is either you see men sliding into your DM to say shit, or
dropping some
people random people coming to
pictures.
beg you for a
Favors
fund. You know,
and-
all these online beggars
Yeah,
and all that.
sure.
That is majority of the things I see on my
Page.
Facebook Messenger, especially. That's where I see a whole lot of them. So personally, I've experienced that harassment, and when you don't give them that attention, or you know just discard them like that, they will resort to bullying. They will start telling you, I've heard so many of them have told me that that is why you are still single, old mama like you know go marry with this your bad character, this your bad mouth, because I can be very rude when you try rubbish on my messenger. Now this your bad mouth, bad character, now why you never marry, blah 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 blah. I will reply you quietly. When I've given you my own, I will block you. I will tell you my own mind though. I am not married, Abi, at my old age. You that is married at your own young age. What are you doing what are you doing in my DM?
You ended up begging.
Coming to my DM to beg for sex. Coming to my DM to some will even send you their cucumber.
Oh.
Honestly, I see so many of it on my Facebook Messenger. Sending me your cucumber. If at your own old age you are married, what is your cucumber doing in my own DM? There was even one person I screenshotted his own chat and posted on my Facebook one certain time. I just dragged him out. I decided to drag that one because what he sent was so crazy. I have to screenshot, and after a while some people called, now some friends and family members are on my page called that I should just step it out, and it doesn't really make sense, and I had to let it go.
Oblige.
The way people come to social media, not everybody is strong. I am a very strong-willed human being. Doesn't mean everybody is as strong as me. Some people have this very soft mind. Any little word gets to them. But by the time you tell somebody, now your old age, now your bad character make you never marry at your old age. That thing alone can even take some persons into depression. Some it will take them off as an you won't even some will just go and commit suicide.
That's why most people are not online. It's not as if
Yes,
they weren't online.
exactly.
They were,
I have a friend who gave it as an order, or rather as a standing order in his house. His wife has nothing to do with social media. He is a law, is a rule. Like he will tell you, my wife, anything social media, no.
Now, back to our questions. Chizzy, let me throw this to you. Then we'll come back to our guests. How has social media affected or how do you think social media affects our relationships, marriages,
Oh, it has really affected it. So why? Because when we still come back again to misinformation, misinformation is still number one of it. Mr. A will come online and tell you that the husband did this, the husband did that. I couldn't take it anymore and I backed out, and I don't feel the marriage is worth it. Because we read some anonymous messages online where a woman will just come up and she'll be like, I'm in the comment section waiting or reading to get your comments and reactions. So when it happens, if you notice now, in the recent time, divorce has been the recent trend. Why? Because women will now tell you, if you can't take it, you leave. And now it's becoming a daily trend. Of which, yes, if you ask me, instead of dying there, please leave. Right? So now, it is because of the things we see on internet, on social media, that you see marriages will come up for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of marriage, it crumbles.
Story upon story.
It crumbles.
Why did you get married in the first place?
So why did you get married in the first place. With all the paparazzis we see on social media, with all the love pictures, whatever, or intimidations and oppressions they give us, the heart attacks, the sleepless nights they give us, and after 2 weeks you're out. Hello. So I think social media has really done more harm than good
Yeah, more harm.
to marriages, because if we look at what married people suffer due to what they see on social media, I would say they are greatly misinformed, and it's really weighing us down. That's all I have to say.
Okay, did you have anything to contribute to that?
To that, I will still just to add a little idea to what she said already. Yeah, for marriages, social media has been like will I say
A tool.
a tool to making
Either,
many
either,
homes to
either
break up.
destroying your
Yeah,
home
because
or mending your home.
most times not social media, let me just say the internet as a whole, because you could watch a movie, most especially the ladies, you could watch a movie where you see how a man treats his wife, and you want your
own
husband to reciprocate the same
And you
thing,
know it's not
and you
obtainable.
don't know what your husband is passing through. Instead of you to using the physical logic to know how to handle your husband and your home, you are using the internet logic. A man that is just filming, that is not suffering from anything, is not thinking of how to provide for him. So when you are trying to force someone that is going through a lot to act like someone that is not going through a lot, it's not possible.
But everybody's going through a lot now. Just that this one is the movie world. This one is the real time.
They are thinking the movie world
is the real
the
life.
real world, And most men, when you want to try, it's not as if they won't give you their best, but to give you that 100% of what we are seeing in the social media, it will be difficult, but at least they will give you to what they can offer. Someone cannot offer what he does not have.
Yes.
You understand? So when you are trying to make your husband to offer you what he does not have, it makes the home to break. So that is what I can suggest, or add to this social media stuff.
In the terms of relationships.
Yeah, relationship.
On my own end, I think it is actually affecting relationships, marriages more than in a negative way, more than the positive aspect of it. We'll go on a commercial break and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Welcome to Eliefev International Limited, your one-stop platform for all your real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings and branding needs. We specialize in sales, lease, rents, purchase of all kinds of properties, visits, work, study, and business visa applications, flight bookings, hotel reservations, all kinds of graphic designs and printings such as billboards, flyers, roll-up banners, customized items like t-shirts, caps, cups, gift items, etc. For inquiries, contact us on 08067598109 or 08133949857. Our office is located at Suite 16 Shafa Plaza, Durumi District, Abuja.
Thank you for staying with us. We are back on the show. As we were saying, we have been discussing about social media and its disadvantages and advantages. And we have actually looked and discussed, gisted about so many points of the advantages and the disadvantages. So I have to bring up one or two more questions for our guests for your own pleasure. So Didi,
Yeah.
I would have to ask this question. What do you think social media has taken over real time interaction?
No, to me, it hasn't, because most people still have a social events physically. The only place I would say social media or the internet world has taken over is the work aspects, companies, organization, you know, because of due to the high level of insecurity, maybe in the traveling aspect, or maybe the environment or where you're going to, then you have to use your social media. They have some kind of app you use like
Webinars,
Zoom,
yeah.
other kind of stuff. Like I remember back in the days, some company would be like, okay, you represent us in a conference in UK. You have to travel all the way from Nigeria to
Yeah.
UK to do the conference. But right now, they could only give you the monetary aspect of the benefits instead of going to that place. They could give you a monetary aspect. Then you still be in Nigeria to do your conference, whatever. So in that aspect, I would say yes. But in other aspect like the individual or family,
Personal
I have
lives.
seen family that do have get together in a garden. Everybody will come. Then some people that is not available will still use the social media. In a way, social media is enhancing and helping to communicate and connect from far and wide. But for people within, there's still a whole lot of physical activities, meetings, gatherings.
But not like before now. If you ask me, I think social media has actually taken over the real time interactions.
Yeah,
because
I was about coming to that, because I remember while growing up, most times you see my aunties, my uncles, then they'll be like, I just stopped by. I was
Yeah,
passing and I
exactly.
stopped by to say hi. I stopped by to check on you. You understand it?
Yeah.
Now there are less visitations.
Yes.
The visitations has reduced.
Even the phone calls sef.
Even the phone calls has reduced, because you feel you can as well chat.
You
most
see
times,
them, no,
most
you even
times,
feel you see them on social media every
you
time.
get
Every
it.
day, yeah.
And it's
So you
just
feel
like,
they are okay.
okay, now can I tell you something? There is this friend of mine that met me sometime last week. Like, we've been talking over the video call, and she traveled. You understand? We've been talking via video call and all that. So when we now saw like few days ago, I was like, babe, come now, I'll greet you now. She was like, oh, I never see you. Oh, now video call. I was like, oh, really? So, that video call makes you feel like you see these persons every day, and you see your WhatsApp posts, you see your Facebook posts and all that.
They believe they've
seen you.
Yeah.
and you are doing okay.
You understand?
They don't
And
even
that
know
you're
if you're okay or not.
You get it? So it has really messed the whole thing up. I can't tell you when last I visited anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can choose to do
For me,
preferable video call.
you understand? I'll be like, might check whether he did online. You understand? So when he or she is online, I'll be like, oh my God, I beg. Or even if you're not, I beg, I want to see your face. Come online, make I see your face.
Yeah.
You understand it?
Because we believe on the same thing we are seeing on the video is actually the physical.
You get. So it has really spoiled our old time sweet memories of visiting loved ones and families and all that.
Okay, Didi, I'm coming back to you again. Do you think parents should encourage or allow their kids, the young ones, the underaged
Teenagers.
ones, yes, to use social media?
Yeah, yes, of course, because basically I won't say social media is bad, although it has everything that has a advantage, has disadvantage. Just like living, we are living, one day we will die.
Very
So
true.
the dying aspect is the disadvantages of life, while
Mhm.
living is the advantage. So I believe yes, parents should allow the younger ones to use internet on learning basics. because I could remember my nephew has a tab. Back then, it was only the tab is not for anything internet, but he has internet, but basically for learning
Okay.
aspects,
Yeah.
all these cartoons and whatever. Because I could remember in these TV channels, they have a parental guide.
Yeah, sure.
There is some kind of code you put your kids won't access some
Own
kind of
access, yeah,
adult
some kind of,
channels.
it's
Yeah.
true.
So I will encourage that for parents to allow their kids, because there are still good aspect of this social media, whether we like it or not. There are still good aspect of it, both in learning process, both in our life
Exposures and
and all that. So to me, I would say yes to that, but you should have a parental guide, just like the gear child. When the gear child is coming up, there's some certain stage the mom will be like, okay, you start seeing this, guy will start telling you this. You make them to be aware of the danger
what is coming
they are
towards
going to
them.
face. So to me, I would say yes.
Okay, Chizzy, do you have anything to say?
Mr. Didi has already nailed it.
Okay.
He has already said a whole lot. Like, he spoke my mind. I agree with him.
He's all right. How do you think government should play any role in regulating the social media world or the usage of social media?
I don't think the government has anything to do there. They've not really done what they were supposed to do. Talk more of coming to regulate what we are know now.
They are not the maker of the social
They are
media.
not. They are not. They are not
So
even.
they should not.
So they shouldn't delve into it.
They should do the one that
We
their
want
concern.
them to do.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Please. So they are not. They shouldn't do anything. Please.
So, how do you think we can promote responsible use of social media?
Okay.
Let's start with you.
Promote what
Responsible use of social
responsible use of many aspects, just like the educational aspects, business aspects, like of recent now, you could also do online services like church meetings, with friends. That's a good aspect of social media. You can actually be in your house and attend church service. You can actually be in your house and do your office work as well. Because in these modern times, if you are doing there's an online job I'm doing. If you are doing the work, you have to share your laptop screen with your
any desk.
Yeah. So everybody that you are working with will know what exactly you are doing. So that's the good aspect of social media. So social media has been a whole lot to our life, like the modern life we're living. It makes it easy.
So promoting the responsible use of it, how do you think we can do that?
Doing that is just to create awareness. That's just it. Because even the bad people always create awareness of their own part. So the good one should also create awareness of how to use it responsibly. The good aspect part of it. Just awareness.
So, Chizzy, do you have anything to contribute to that?
I always say the health benefits now of this social media. Social media has really helped us to network. Like, I remember those days, there were so many known actors who would have gone very far because of their talents back then.
There was no,
because there were
OGs before social,
before
IG, OGs before IG.
So, and these musicians who weren't on social media back then, most times when I think of those things or those persons, I'll be like, oh wow, how I wish. You understand it? Now, you notice that because there was no social media, there was no avenue for them to showcase, portray, and network to the internet, to the outside world. Their talents were just incapacitated within just we who know them here in Nigeria. You understand it?
Yeah.
And now, it's now seemed as if they were phased out. You get the point? It now seemed as if they were phased out. Now, the recent actors and celebrities we know now are the ones who made use of the social media or who benefited during the era of the social media. You now notice that's why persons like Kanayo can never fade, because he was still following the trend. Most of them backslided because they couldn't meet up with the trend. They couldn't follow up. But if you see persons like KOK is still in trend. He's still trending because he decided to trend with the trend, which is what? Social media.
He decided to join the moving train.
Yeah.
You understand it? So there are how many old Nollywood celebrities can you brag about? Can you still hear their name on social media? Most Gen Z baddies wouldn't know those people, those persons. Yes.
Exactly.
The Indomie generation.
Yes, now they are the Gen Zs. They wouldn't know those old actors.
Yeah.
If
Most
not for
times,
social media.
you understand? If not for social media, most times you'll be telling them about these persons. They'll be like, what are you talking about?
Who is that person? What is his name? What is his profession?
You get it.
What has he done to Nigeria and whatsoever?
So we still take it back to the musical world. Those persons of back in the days before the social media world and all those things. So social media has really helped us a whole lot. Social media has really given us time for content creations. Social media has really granted us time for product branding, personal
brandings as
well. Yes. Then he has given us room
to express ourselves better.
Yeah, for freedom of speech. You express your feelings, you express yourself the way you wish, the way you want, from the comfort of your zone. After all, nobody recharge your data for you. With your 500 naira data, you can do anything. You understand? So that is all I have to say.
So we are coming to the end of today's show. Please, for your own mental health, for your own sake, reduce the use of social media. That is one of the last advices I'm going to give, especially to the younger generation, because this excessive use of social media is mainly on the younger generation. The few, everything about their life is centered on social media. And that affects you a whole lot. It affects you more than it impacts you, because it reduces your self-esteem if you're not emotionally strong enough, which majority of these Gen Z baddies are not emotionally strong. Any little thing, you see them, they are committing suicide, they are ranting, they are crying all over social media and all that. Please reduce the excessive use of social media, because everything that has advantage has disadvantage. You have the advantage to make yourself popular, to learn, to mix with people.
Network.
People from every tribe and culture, no matter where the person is residing, no matter the country, you meet them online, you interact. That's a very good one. But the disadvantage also hits very bad when it comes. That is why you see people dying up and down. The rate at which our young children, young boys and girls are dying off these days, committing suicide up and down, majority is because of social media. You see people fighting themselves, young girls, young boys fighting themselves because of social media, what was said on social media. Please, I would advise that we all should reduce the excessive use of social media. Instead of going there to watch naked people, watch pornographies, look for trouble, bully people and all that, use that time to learn. There are so many things you can learn on social media. For me, I learned a whole lot on social media. You can also learn a lot. that will impact your life positively on social media. It mustn't always be the negative part. See you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Eliefev International Limited, your one-stop platform for all your real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings and branding needs. We specialize in sales, lease, rents, purchase of all kinds of properties, visits, work, study, and business visa applications, flight bookings, hotel reservations, all kinds of graphic designs and printings such as billboards, flyers, roll-up banners, customized items like t-shirts, caps, cups, gift items, etc. For inquiries, contact us on 08067598109 or 08133949857. Our office is located at Suite 16 Shafa Plaza, Durumi District, Abuja.